Is Alan Becker your favorite show? Hint, yes. What? Hey guys, it's Chloe Creates. So as of February 1st, 2026, it will be my 2-year birthday for this channel. I know this video is probably going to come out way later than February 1st, but I asked you all to ask me some questions to answer, and I'll also be reacting to some of my very first videos that I did for this channel. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, our first question is, who was your first OC and what do you think of them now? Okay, my first OC was created back in 2019, right before the pandemic, and her name was Emily Walton. I think it was Walton or Watson. Unfortunately, I don't have much memory of her anymore, except that she liked horses, and back then my riding skills weren't as good as they are now, and I don't remember how many first OCs I had, but Emily's the only one that I remember. Out of all of your OCs, who is your favorite and least favorite? Okay, I have a lot of favorite OCs, one of them being Scarlet and the other one being Perry. Yes, they are my favorite. My least favorite is quite obviously Onyx because he's Onyx. I got quite a few questions asking about Harvey and my inspiration for both him and Henrietta. I can't really say much to this except that my friend sent me this picture once and it looked like a potato, so I named it Harvey because I had a tendency to name everything Harvey for some reason. And then I drew this little guy, and then the legend was born. And I thought he looked lonely after a while, so I drew another potato, put a bow on it, and gave him a girlfriend. I wasn't going to answer this question, but I thought it was kind of funny. So, who would win in a fight, Harvey or Onyx? Well, canonically, Onyx would win, probably. I guess, because he's big guy, but I did an art request a while ago and it was of Harvey and Onyx fighting and Harvey was winning. So if you want Harvey to win, he can. I guess that could be arranged. Somebody asked CCC. That is the acronym for color-coded cases. I'm not sure what they're trying to ask me. If it's coming out soon or maybe if it's confirming something, I don't know, but yes, the series is in progress. I have plans to bring it back to this channel, but nothing's set in stone yet, so don't get your hopes up, but we'll see what happens. Alright, that was our first section of questions. Let's get to reacting to some videos. I am not prepared for this, so here we go. Okay, before this video starts, for context, I edit this all on my phone, so the pictures are very low quality, and my dad helped me with the first 2 or 3 videos on this channel, so if they're not very good, sorry, Dad. By the way, I don't even know what K&L Studios stands for, so... And my sister arranged this music on GarageBand because we were bored one day and decided to make an orchestral arrangement for these. This is really bad. Look at her arm. Oh my goodness. What was that sound effect? Their arms are coming out of their heads. I am not at all a professional, but I think anyone could tell that is not anatomically correct. No, stop clapping. That was Well, that was interesting. Let's get to the next set of questions. A lot of you asked me questions regarding Alan Becker. I guess being a fan of that, those questions are unavoidable, so I will do my best to answer all of your questions about them. And for your general knowledge, my favorite character is Green, because why not? My least favorite characters are Corndog Guy and the Dark Lord, because Corndog Guy is low-key annoying and I don't like him. How did you discover Alan Becker? I don't remember where I was, but I was scrolling through my FYP and I came across Basketball, an actual short. That was the very first video I saw, and believe it or not, the only reason I started watching it was because I wanted to know why Orange had a bigger head than the other ones. Do you like AVA more or AVM? Okay, this is not a fair question. I can't answer this one because they are both very, very good. The storytelling, the music, the character writing, the character arcs. I don't have anything to say about this. They are both very well done. I really liked this question because I thought it was gonna be kind of funny. If you could have lunch with one Alan Becker character, who would it be with, and what would you eat? I know you guys are probably expecting me to say Green, but I think the one that I would want most would be Blue, because he cooks really well and he makes some really good ramen noodles. Why do you love Green so much? Okay, now that's not a fair question. You can't not love him. I got a lot of questions asking about my favorite ship in Alan Becker, and somebody answered with, obviously, Green and Purple. Is it that obvious? Yes, Green and Purple are my favorites. I don't think I need to elaborate why. If you could choose for any of the Alan Becker characters to be your sibling, best friend, and enemy, who would it be and why? Off the top of my head, I will say Red as my sibling because he reminds me of my little brother. Both are very childish and chaotic, and I love them both. My best friend, you guys know the answer. And my enemy would probably most likely be the Dark Lord. He's already everyone's enemy, and I don't like him, just like Onyx. If you could hug one Alan Becker stick figure, who would it be? Don't they all give really good hugs? Specifically the Color Gang? I don't think I've ever seen Chosen hug anybody. I don't think. I have a really random headcanon that Red gives the best hugs. It would probably be Red because why not? Alright, I'll answer this one last question before reacting to another video. And this question is, who's a character you want to throw against the wall? Any character outside or inside ABAM. I have a multitude of characters that annoy me. And more specifically, this one dude from the Rings of Power, he gets on my nerve so bad. I actually laughed when he broke his arm because it was really satisfying. Again, I probably have another character or two that I might want to punch because they bug me so bad. But this guy specifically, I have a problem with. Let's react to another video. I am going to do this one that me and my little sister did a year ago. Acting like the Alan Becker stick figures, walking up the stairs, part 1. I did do another part 2. It's still on my channel if you want to see it. It is very cringe, so let's get started. I've got nothing to say except how accurate these are. Red would definitely do that. I think, I don't know. Don't ask why I volunteered to play green. I just Okay, here's a fun fact. That trip was unintentional. She was not paying attention as to where she was going, so she just fell over, and I really liked it, so I added it into the video. That is also very accurate. We now know that Orange is a very heavy sleeper. That's pretty funny. I'll also react to one of the very first videos that I did with Harvey. This is gonna be really bad. You can immediately tell that Harvey has changed over the past few months. That was creepy. Okay, he winked. I don't like that. That's so Anyways, I'm going to answer the last few questions that I thought I should answer in this video. Looking back at your old art, what's your reaction and how you felt after you have improved for the past 2 years? You guys just saw my reaction. I think my old art is very bad. I am very proud of my improvement. I never would have expected to improve that quickly and that well. I mean, if you put 2 of my drawings, one from 2023 and one from this year or the past 2 years, you couldn't tell if it was the same artist, which is absolutely insane. What's your taste in movies or series? Well, you guys already know about ABA. I love a bunch of other animated series, so I like mostly animated TV shows, indie animation, and stuff like that, but I also really enjoy Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, Chronicles of Narnia, and I have plenty more, but I don't want to keep yapping about them or else this video is gonna be really, really long. What are your favorite books? I don't read as much as I write, but I do love a lot of graphic novels, including Enola Holmes, and a bunch of other teen novels like The Rose Legacy and The Mapmaker Chronicles. They are all action-adventure, and I really love it. What are your other interests besides ABA, ABM, and drawing? A lot of you do not know this about me, but I am a photographer, but I also like taking pictures, writing, and cooking sometimes if I can. Somebody asked me, wouldn't it be cool if someone animated one of your stories? That would be really, really cool. I do not have time to animate a story, but if somebody did that for me, I would be forever grateful. I also got a few questions asking who inspired me, what inspired me to start making YouTube videos. I'm going to give all the credit to my dad because he's the one who suggested that I should post my comics on YouTube. I probably would not be here without him. So Dad, if you're watching this, thank you. I wanted to save these questions for last because I feel like it's a good way to end a video. And these questions were, can you give me art advice? And do you have any advice on starting a channel? I would say don't compare yourself with other people. That is probably one of the worst things you could do to yourself as an artist and as a person. Do not belittle yourself, because you have so much potential, and comparing yourself with other people just ruins your motivation. It could make you upset or angry. It doesn't only have to do with being an artist or a content creator. It could affect you for the rest of your life. So please do not belittle your talents. You could do so many things. Also, don't feel that you need to be creating stuff all the time. It's okay to take breaks. You could suffer from severe burnout if you constantly work. Please do not stress yourself out. Life exists. You don't only have to do YouTube all the time. So I guess that's it for this video. If you have any questions that were not answered here, please ask me them in the comments and I will do my best to reply to them. I just got a question. asking, how many teeth do I have? As many as you do, I guess. People, you guys, I also was not expecting this video to be this long. I think answering you guys' questions about Alan Becker made it that long. But anyways, thanks guys for your support. Keep being awesome. I have nothing left to say.